Batman should not kill, and I'll explain why. Now look, there are a group of people that believe that Batman should kill, and they're not as much as people who believe the opposite, but how small of a minority they are is unknown to me. But this sentiment goes beyond Batman to even in real life, but I'm gonna keep it at Batman while touching on those others. Now the logic of the people who think Batman should kill is that when Batman doesn't kill Joker, or for example, after he's done something horrible like kill 10 people, he'll go to jail and then he'll escape and kill more people. So therefore Batman is letting more people die because of his morals, making him less moral in fact. Now my reply to this is, first, Batman is not an official responsible for people's lives, so he should not feel at fault when Joker does something evil, and he should not be at fault. It's not his job to kill the Joker or any of Gotham's villains. It's not his job to do anything. He doesn't owe it to anyone except himself, of course, because he's essentially a normal citizen. Second, the argument of they'll just break out of jail again is cartoon logic. A criminal doesn't break out of the same jail repeatedly in a sane world. I mean, there has to be some inside man, or the person would have been taken to a more secure prison the first or second time. And there's also the fact that most of Batman's rogues gallery should have been sentenced to death for what they've done. There's the argument that, a lot of his villains are, insane or not in their right mind, but in the real world there's only so far that excuse can go. So my point is, Batman shouldn't be blamed. Instead, it should be the Gotham justice system and the Gotham prison system. If those worked properly, then Batman wouldn't need to consider killing people, and Batman wouldn't be blamed for not doing that. Because there is a huge difference between a judge sentencing a criminal to death and Batman illegally killing the criminal. Then there's the effect on Batman himself. And people really don't think about the resolve it takes to commit a murder, even if you think the person deserves it. If you're a sane person, you have to have a crazy backbone or mindset, and even after that, it should scar you. So why do people act like Batman isn't human like us? I mean, killing someone in self-defense or impulsively is different, but making up your mind to end someone's life isn't as easy as it sounds, and especially for Bruce, knowing he's become or he is becoming what he hates the most. There's also the fact that the lives of criminals shouldn't be in the hands of a single regular citizen. I mean, we can't trust normal people like Batman or the Punisher to judge effectively. What may be worthy of death may differ from this person to that person. So what I'm trying to say is, taking laws into your own hands and judging whether people get to live based on our standards is wrong. Like, we have obstructed two of their rights. If I thought every racist person in the world should be killed, and I start tracking down all the people who make racist comments and start killing them, I mean, you as an observer would like to label me crazy, right? And think that, random comments on the internet isn't worth people's lives. But I can hit you with the, do you know what these comments do to those who read them, like mentally? I'm just preventing them from hurting anyone else. I could just come up with whatever I need to justify it. I mean, to you it's nonsensical, but to me it's not, which is why you should not trust me to make those decisions. Same goes for Batman. And even Commissioner Gordon and the police wouldn't just let it slide. There would be unrest knowing that a crazy person is out there taking the law into their own hands with people's lives. What if that, inspires others? Or what if people live in fear of, being framed or lied against? And obviously the police would have to be on a manhunt for him, and he would be labeled a terrorist, rightfully so. He wouldn't be a symbol of hope, except for, anyone who agrees with him. And even they aren't safe. Like I said, he's just an individual acting on his own, so he can do whatever he wants to you. I'm gonna give a quick analogy, so bear with me. If a criminal kills a criminal, should that criminal really be blamed for killing that criminal when that criminal who was killed has done horrible things? So that criminal that killed the criminal has prevented that criminal from doing more harm. So if the criminal is in court for his crimes, should that murder not count? Essentially, if you're a bad guy and I'm a bad guy and I shot you, therefore stopping you from hurting anyone else, should that kill be removed from my sentence or from my bad deeds just because it might have done a good thing? I'm just putting it out there for people who disagree. And lastly, there's the fact that it never really ends well when this ideology is upheld. Kira or Light and Injustice Superman are two of the best examples. I won't add Punisher because he's really just sadistic. He doesn't grow into it. He kind of just sees himself as, a necessary evil. So, he knows he's evil. But back to Superman and Light. they think they have a point, and they start by killing really bad people, right? And gradually but eventually they will kill anyone who stands in their way. So this isn't just about Batman, but the importance of a no kill rule for heroes, the police, and even vigilantes. And most of this video is for the people who think it's unfair when people who take laws into their own hands are apprehended. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and subscribe, please.